Hey everybody, so today we're going to make pizza crust, and I've been doing some thinking about this. We're going to use a double batch of the flax meal, so instead of a quarter cup I'm going to use a half a cup. Reason being is we want to make this a little bit thicker so it'll have some crust to it, so it'll have some substance there. So then I've got to double up on my eggs, and then I'll also have to put a little bit more heavy whipping cream in too. Now let me get that going. I've been thinking about this. I have not done one of these before, so not just exactly sure how this is going to turn out. But what I thought was that I needed to make sure and get it wet enough that it's going to spread out well, but also to maintain the thickness that it needs. A little bit more this time. Basically doubling the batch is what I'm doing. So I'm hoping that I'll get the consistency right on this so that I can put a crust edge on it so it'll hold the spaghetti sauce in there. That's the plan anyway. We'll see how that works. And of course, if you get this too wet, you can always adjust it up by adding more of the flax meal. And of course, you'll have to change your macros if you do that, if it's that much difference. Or if it's too dry, you can always add more heavy whipping cream too. Looks like this is maybe going to be pretty close right here, I think. This should be interesting. Now, I was thinking about using wax paper on the platter, but the thing is, I don't think that's going to be necessary initially. Now, when I get the crust done, I probably will go ahead and do that. Put the wax paper down. I have a thing that my late wife used to use called a stone. That, by golly, is going to be just about what we want right there, I do believe. That looks pretty good. See how it's a little runny? That's what we want. Now, this is probably going to have extended microwave time, I imagine. So, I've got to be a little bit more careful now because I want to maintain that thickness. I want it to actually have a doughy base to it. So very carefully spreading it out here. Try to get it a little bit rounder, and I did that last one too. I like doing this stuff. This is kind of fun. I figure this will probably end up being just about 3 meals and a snack is, I believe, where I'm going to end up with on this. So tomorrow's going to be my green day, my full calorie green day, so I'm gonna hit it on that. And you know what I'm going to do? This is doing so well. There's a lip here, and I think I'm going to run that up onto the lip, because what is going to happen when it cooks, it's going to have a natural curve to it, which is what I was trying to do with the crust. You know, this is all trial and error. You know, it's fun trying to figuring out how to get it to work and stuff. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. That looks pretty good there. Now it isn't really got a lip on it like I wanted, but we're going to pop it in the microwave. Went and bought a whole bunch of parchment paper the other day. I got to looking. This is a stone right here, a pizza stone. And it's actually a stone material. And it's really, really nice as far as cooking pizza and stuff on it. And, oh, that's going to work out perfect. Let's see if we can get some parchment out here. Parchment paper is pretty doggone awesome for what it does. It keeps stuff from sticking, so that's good. Now let's see if I can get this underneath here. It's going to stay. That's pretty good. There, that ought to work pretty good right there. So now that'll be ready for our pizza. There. So I'm figuring fresh mozzarella, pepperoni, the button mushroom slices, of course the cup of Rayo, the half cup of Rayo, and that stuff is unbelievably good. It is probably some of the best sauce around. It really is good. Okay, let's see where we're at. Okay, this is in 3 minutes. Let's see if we can get this to flip over now. Okay, so this is 3 minutes. See how it's kind of released right there? That's good. And we want to find an edge that we can get purchase under, like here. This is good. It's a little thicker, but it's probably still would qualify as a thin crust. You know, you could probably make a oh, I don't know, maybe use a ramekin and make a deep dish out of it, perhaps. Now let's see how this is going to work here. Okay, I'm going to put that in for another minute because I want a little bit stronger texture than what it's got. I don't want it to break when I flip it over. Okay, there we go. Now, unfortunately, the lip thing did not work as well as I was hoping that it would, but that's all right. And there we are, just like that. Try to flatten it out just a little bit. I'm not going to worry about the bottom on this. This out of the way. Don't that look good? Doggone. That's going to be swirly delicious. Alright. Now, just a half cup. What's a half cup? Okay, this is the Rayos. And this is Italian sausage and mushroom. And that should be pretty doggone tasty, I would say. Okay. See if I can get something and spread that out a little bit. I actually wouldn't mind having more than that, but you know what? It'll be fine like it is. Yeah, I think this will work pretty good. When I get to a plan, I can pretty much stick to it. All right. Now I could have probably added more sauce to this. Some of you may want to do that, but I want to keep the carbs down on this. That entire amount of sauce, let me make sure I'm not talking junk here. Yeah, that entire amount of sauce is 6 carbohydrates. That's all it is 6 carbs. That's really super good. Alright, some of them are lower carb than the others. Now I don't know, that doesn't really make a lot of sense. There shouldn't be any carbohydrates at all in pepperoni because it's a meat. But then again, you get into the additives and preservatives, and it depends on what they use and all that. So based upon that, you're going to find that some of them are a little different. And believe it or not, I was surprised the cheaper Great Value, which is the Walmart brand, was actually lower carbohydrated than what the more expensive brand was. So I was kind of pleased with that. I saved money, plus I also was able to reduce the carb, footprint in here. It's been years since I made pizza. You guys ever, now I don't know, some of you older folks probably remember that, but Chef Boyardee come out with a, let's just put all of them on there, what the hell. They come out with a pizza in a box, basically, is what it was. And I still to this day remember the fun that we used to have when the family got together and stuff in the evenings and things like that, and the day was settling down and everything, and we would just get together and we would make those pizzas, and they would be so good. Air fried radish with Parmesan cheese. Oh my gosh, the stuff is delicious. It's unbelievable how good it is. Now I don't have shredded mozzarella. I have the good kind that basically is I don't know, I guess you'd call it gooey more so than anything else. What a pizza this thing's going to be. Holy mackerel. There are going to be so many flavors, this thing's going to have a flavor explosion. It'll be off the charts, which is alright, I don't mind. Messy is cool. So what will happen is once this starts cooking, these little clumplets of mozzarella will melt, and they'll fill in around where they're at and stuff. So I don't know how long it's going to take for this to cook. I would say probably, at a guess, maybe 15-20 minutes, maybe. I don't know. You know, you don't want to overcook it, but then you want it to be done too. And of course, all these ingredients are done, so it doesn't really matter how long it's in there, but I just want to get everything mixed in there real well. Could have added more, but you know what? That's going to be fine. Alrighty, so let's pop him in the oven, and we'll get it out and see where we're at. Okay, 400 degrees for 20 minutes, and this is what I got right here. I am pretty pleased with it. Now, the thing is, I think that the oil that was in the pepperoni caused the base of it to get a little bit more fragile. So that's all right though. I may try making it in a dish next time around, perhaps, so that I can make it thicker. That's a good possibility. Maybe a little less water. But you know what? I'm going to enjoy this thing. This really looks good. I'll probably have to put it in a bowl and eat it like that, but that's okay. It's a good experiment, and I think it turned out pretty well. So you guys enjoy, give it a try. If you decide to do this and it turns out better than mine, please post it and tell us how you done it. Talk to you later.